All right, what's up, fam? I'm gonna touch on something. Um, I'm gonna call it reflection of self. Some people call it depression, but basically, it's a time in your life where you're gonna have to do some self-reflecting. Um, Basically, Judgment Day. You can call it that. And what you're gonna realize when you encounter that problem is that it's gonna put you through hell. You're gonna feel like you're going through so many things and so many different problems and things that you can't pull yourself out of it. But the key to that situation is when you receive all that disappointment from people and people who you thought was by your side, or when you having them bad times and you look up and you losing friends, you losing family. The hardest thing to do once you're going through all that stuff is you have to be honest with yourself. And once you're honest with yourself, that's how you can start cleansing and becoming a better person. Like when it happened with me, what helped me out a lot was like once I started like really paying attention to everybody that was around me, and I found myself pointing a finger at them and blaming them for, doing me wrong, or I felt like they did me wrong. And what I realized is I had to sit back and really self-reflect. So instead, what I did was all those people that was around me, or I saw that they had some kind of flaw in them that I didn't like and I felt was wrong, and that they was doing me wrong and I didn't appreciate what they was doing, I had to look within myself and even look at them and ask myself this question. I had to ask myself, what is it that's in them that's in myself? Because what you have to realize is basically you attract what you are. This energy out here is very real. So you are what you attract. So if you felt like they did you wrong, or something they did you didn't like, you have to ask your own self, what did you do? Or you got to look within them and see what traits do they have that you have. Because I guarantee you, they got some same traits like you. But you just got to have the courage, the strength, and be brave enough to admit it to yourself that, yeah, you have flaws too. And you can't just point the finger. Like everyone that you attract or who's around you, they are a reflection of you. Whether you want to believe it or not, they are a reflection of you. And the key to it is to basically cleanse yourself and to become a better person. But it's your job to catch it. If you're just going to continue to keep pointing the finger and blaming them, then you're not cleansing. You're not becoming a better person. And then that way, once you're able to admit it to yourself, and it's not easy, because it took me some time to be able to admit certain things to myself and, tell myself and be like, I used to do that back in the day, or I used to be cruddy like that in the past, or I used to do things. It's not easy. Like everybody always want to talk about the good that's going on in their life, but nobody never want to blame themselves. Everybody always want to talk about the good. And sometimes you gotta be able to break out of that. You gotta be able to accept the fact that you're gonna make mistakes, that you're gonna have flaws. And once you start cleansing yourself, though, you're going to see people disappearing. And they disappearing because you are cleansing. You're not attracting that energy anymore because you're becoming a better person. Once you become a better person, then you receive better. Now you're going to start attracting them people that's supposed to be around you, or that's going to uplift you and motivate you and keep you going. Although you're supposed to uplift and motivate yourself, having them extra people can, boost that spirit a little more better. But, it's your job to pay attention to your surroundings and just see what's going on. And it's just part of the healing process, and just cleansing and getting through. Once you do all that, you attract better. You're going to attract better. So don't be scared to, if you had a friend and you felt like, you and that friend ain't work out and it was some kind of backstabbing or betrayal. Once you cleanse, you no longer going to receive that. So don't be scared to jump back into that relationship and fall back in love or stuff like that. Because once you pay attention to the flaws and the mistakes that was made, and once you admit it to yourself that mistakes was made and that you corrected yourself to become a better person, you ain't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about it. Because now that you're cleansed, you ain't going to do nothing but attract everything that's supposed to be around you. And if something negative do come around you, you're going to spot it right on. It ain't going to be hard for you to deter, like, oh, this person not for me, or you're going to see it instantly because you're cleansing. So don't be scared to, have another best friend. Don't be scared to get back in that relationship and fall in love. Don't be scared to get married again because, the last marriage ain't worked and it was a divorce or separation, whatever the case may be. Long as you admit those mistakes, you see them flaws, you go within yourself and cleanse, you're going to receive better. Because everyone is a reflection of you, and you attract what you are. So again, all it is a reflection of self, people. Don't use the word depression. The depression is not the right terminology. I would more so say it's just more so of, you gotta, it's a time for reflection. It's just a sit down time. That's all it is. Pain don't last forever. So it's just your job to correct those mistakes and go within yourself and cleanse. So reflection of self, not depression. Peace.